Hello folks, Six Slices here. Sorry it's been a while, but you know, life gets in the way sometimes. Anyway, I'm going to do a number of videos. The first one here is something I picked up. I don't know if any of you know a channel called Toad on the Hill. It's a relatively new English chap who is basically documenting his knife collection, mostly of the budget variety. He's also built a few of the knife kits, which seem to be quite good fun. Maybe it's a bit late for Christmas, but nonetheless, they would have made good Christmas presents had I got my finger out earlier. Anyway, it's called Toad on the Hill, and one of the knives that he picked up was this, and this is from AliExpress. But it purports to be made in Japan, and I think there's some reason to believe it might be. I don't understand any of the characters here, but people may know the make Sanrenmu, which is a Chinese maker. San means 3, and the symbol for that is 3 horizontal lines. And the first symbol here is again the San, but this isn't Renmu. I don't know what they do mean, but they don't mean Renmu. When you open the box up, inside, the knife fits into this nice wee thing here. But what I really wanted to show you was on the back of the box here. And that is that, as well as the model number, MS-227, and it's made by this company, Mitsumoto Sakari, which has a Yokohama address in Japan. So it does look like it is genuinely Japanese rather than Chinese. And it does also tell you here that it's in Oz 8, or I assume that a US-8 must mean that it's in Oz 8. But again, I don't know that for certain. This is one of these things you buy from AliExpress, and you never know exactly what you're buying. But the fact that it cost me about £10 UK to get it to the UK meant that I was willing to take a chance on it. Also, this little envelope was inside it, and in this envelope, I mean, remember this is a knife for about £10. The packaging is really very good, very high quality. So inside you have a little sticker, which I'll be putting on my sticker thing on my case. You have a book, which again gives this address in Yokohama City, in Japan. You've got a cloth with again with their symbols on. I think it goes that way up. I'm not 100% certain. I don't know many kanji characters at all. And a little little ball. Whenever I see these, I always remember of Action Man. Now, Action Man in America is G.I. Joe, and I don't know whether G.I. Joe had the same thing, but Action Man used to have a little thing like this around his neck, and he had his dog tag on it that said Action Man, just in case you forgot it was your Action Man. Anyway, what about the knife? Well, here's the knife. Now, this fits into some of the things that I collect, and I don't just buy every knife somebody shows on a channel and just assume I'm going to like it. First of all, it's a friction folder with an extended tang, and I've got quite a few friction folders and knives with extended tangs. It's just a style I kind of like, particularly for a knife like this, which actually, to be truthful, it's not genuinely a friction folder. As you'll hear, it's actually a detent knife, double detent knife, and it's got paper on the blade, on the point, because I've been using it. Again, you've got that symbol on the blade. Other than that, it's completely sterile, but you've got a really nice shaped knife. Unfortunately, it's just a little bit too long to be UK legal. Which is a crying shame, because it would be a nice one to carry. I mean, that blade is nearly nearly 3.5 inches long, and even if you just look at the cutting edge, you're still well over the 3-inch mark, which is a shame. But it is what it is. It's a nicely made little knife. It's got a Torx screw in the pivot. You've just got a lanyard tube at the other end. Now, there's no other visible pins, so I assume that it's pinned together inside in some way, because there is a full-length back spacer in there. Something's got to be holding that in. And I assume there's some hidden pins, and then the scales are put on and either glued on or held in by the lanyard tube and the pivot. But as I say, it's a nice, elegant knife, well, I rather like it actually. And as I say, I saw this on Toad in the Hill, and I just thought I'm going to order one on spec, see if it's any good. And it's gone down very well in the house actually. My wife likes it because it's a nice letter opening knife. As I say, it's proposed to be Oz 8. It was very sharp when it came out of the box. I have stropped it since because I like it. I like them really sharp. The blade, it's got a nice, that plunge is cut nicely in a nice curved way. On the back, you've got this jimping, which, you know, if you put your thumb on there, you've got this to sort of hold the knife open in case it might fold closed. But to be honest, even for a double detent, there's a good bit of weight required to keep it, to stop it closing. I mean, I just have another double detent knife here from Fox that you'll be seeing very soon. But the amount of effort required to close that is, well, you know, relatively little. Whereas this, compared to this, it's, you know, ow, and I stabbed myself. It requires considerably more effort. Now it does, you should be able to one-hand open it, but that extended tang is actually quite short, and as I say, the detent is quite stiff. So I have managed to do it. Right, there we are. And so it can be done very elegantly. In my case, I'm sure it can be done much more elegantly if you've got stronger fingers than I have. But, and as I say, that's a good, takes some real effort to make that shot. Anyway, nicely packaged, nicely presented, didn't take too long to come. Good looking knife. I put a little leather lanyard on it just because I can, no other reason. Very simple one that I've put on this one. It's probably long enough to get a decent grip without it, but I just kind of like that sort of thing, particularly also if you put the knife in a slip, it can be useful to get it out. Although normally if you're putting a friction filter like this in the slip, you're going to put it with the extended tang uppermost, in which case the lanyard would get in the way. But I can always take that off. It only took me 2 minutes to put it on, it'll only take me 2 minutes to take it off. Anyway, so I think that's enough about a £10 knife, but as I say, these are available on AliExpress. The nice bit of solid wood as well. I don't think it's a sort of packer wood. I think it is actually a proper bit of wood, although I've no idea what sort of wood. Just wood. Anyway, I'll leave it at that for just now. All I would say finally is, if you like this stuff, please give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see the rest of the knives that I've got coming up, and I'm hopefully going to shoot a few just now, and we'll get them up for the next couple of weeks. And remember to subscribe, and if you subscribe, to ring the bell if you actually would like notifications. Okay, thank you very much. Bye.